Hello, it's Jeanette with Amazing Paper Crafts. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm back with another video tutorial, and today I'm going to be working with some retiring products from the Stampin' Up! Annual catalog, and one of these is the Gorgeous Posies Project Kit. This comes with a lot of beautiful stuff to make some awesome cards, and that's found on page 8 of the annual catalog. Look at this kit. Look at these gorgeous cards that you can make. Well, I'm going to be making an alternative card. There is a stamp set that you could buy separately that kind of coordinates with this set, and that's what I did. I'm going to be working with this stamp set too. It's called Gorgeous Posies, from the Gorgeous Posies Project Kit. In this kit you can make 16 cards, but what I decided to do is just do something alternative, and I'm gonna make a card that kind of looks like this. Okay, I used some of the elements from the kit, like the ribbon and these little flowers already cut for you. Didn't have to do much stamping at all. The sentiment and anything I stamped came from that stamp set, but on the inside I did a little stamping too. So this one is Highland Heather and Gorgeous Grape. I'm going to just change it up a little bit, and I'm going to be working with another color that's kind of in that suite. Even though they don't list that Calypso Coral is in that suite, they have a lot of like peachy orangey color like this, and also a Blushing Bride. So I have this card base here that measures 11 inches by 4¼ and then I scored it in half at 5½. It's going to be like a tentfold card, and then this one here is going to layer on top. But before I do that, I am going to be embossing it. Oops. Oh, this is going to be the card for the middle. This piece measures 4⅛ right up here by 5�3, okay? And this is what I'm going to be stamping on in the middle when I get ready. Okay, so let's just go ahead and emboss this. And the embossing folder that I'm going to be using is called the Parisian Flourish 3D embossing folder. I'm not sure if this is going to be retiring yet because I haven't memorized the list yet, but if it is, I'll put that on the screen. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this to my Big Shot. I want to kind of look at it this way because I want to make sure that it's kind of even everywhere, top to bottom, with that in the middle there. That doesn't look too bad right there. Go over just a tad. Okay, and the plates that we're going to use is the number 1 plate, and then we're going to use the number 4 plate because that's the only thing you need when you're embossing a 3D embossing folder. So I'm going to just put it in with the fold on the top like that. Take it to the die cutting machine, and I will be right back. Okay, so here we go. Put these plates away. And look what I have. Isn't this gorgeous? Look at that beautiful embossing folder. That's the Parisian Flourish 3D embossing folder. Sorry about that. I keep hitting my steel lamps over here. All right, let's put that aside here. And what I'm going to do with that is I'm going to just go ahead and adhere this right in front with just a tiny little border all the way around. Let's do that. And I'm going to be using some multi-purpose liquid glue. Let's get this out of here for now. Okay, I'm going to put the glue on here. And bring in my card base, and we're just going to adhere this down. Make sure you have even border, best you can, all the way around. All right. Now I'm going to put that aside for now, and I'm going to work on the sentiment. I have a piece of white, basic white cardstock, and I'm going to be using the stitched shape framelits. I will list it whether or not it's going to be one of those retiring items. And this one here is like the largest of the stitched squares. And let me put that back there. I'm going to just put some Scotch tape on that right there and take this to the die cutting machine. I'll be right back. And what I probably should have done is stamp on it first, but that's okay. We'll stamp on it in a couple seconds, in a few seconds here, because I want to also take a piece of the Calypso Coral with the largest scallop square that comes from these layering squares dies, and I'm just going to put this like this on this piece of cardstock and take this to the die cutting machine, and I will be right back. Okay, there it is. Now this is going to go and get layered right here, but before I do that, I'm going to do some stamping on it. Okay, let's do that right now. I am going to stamp Get Well, just like I did over here, but you can put any sentiment that you want. There's a lot of sentiments out there, but this sentiment comes from that die set. And the color that I'm going to be using is Calypso Coral. I have it in one of my little ink spots here, and I'm just going to tap this. You know, I could bring out the big stamp pad, but I just thought I'd work with some little ones today. All right, let's just get this right in the corner here. Best I can, as straight as I can get it. Okay, there it is. Get well soon. All right, now what I want to do is take some Blushing Bride, and what I'm going to be using from that stamp set is this little spray of, I guess that's baby's breath. I'm not exactly sure what that is, but I'm going to put a little bit on each of the corners here. And I'm going to use Blushing Bride. Okay. I have another little one of the Blushing Bride here. All right, just right here on the corner. And then I'm going to do the same on the other corner. All right, and now I'm going to fill it with some of the flowers that came in the kit. I think this is what my layout's going to be. Kind of opposite of the other one. I'm going to put my 2 leaves right here and here. And then I'm going to put my Blushing Bride, my purple, to put a little splash of purple in there, and then another Blushing Bride down here. Okay, so it's kind of going to look like that. So let me start with the green. I'm going to put a little bit of multi-purpose liquid glue. Oop, I put a little too much, so let's share it with the other green leaf. Okay, there we go. And I'm putting this right here, like that. And then I'm going to put this one kind of right over here, like that. And then I'm going to put one of the Blushing Bride flowers from the kit. Just going to put a little dab right there. And I will put that right about here. Now you can put, pop these up on dimensionals if you want to. That's not, that's not a problem at all. It's just that I'm going to be popping this up after I get it all together. So I'm going to put this right here, that little splash of purple, and then I'm going to put this one kind of right here over everything here. I'm kind of trying to mimic what I already have over there on that side there. And a little bit of white is showing here, but that's okay. I'm okay with that. And now, just let that dry just a little bit. I'm going to just go ahead and put some Tombow Mono in the middle here so I can layer it like that. I could also turn this over and put the glue on that white part and the basic white piece, but I decided to do it the other way so I wouldn't mess up my layout here. Okay, because it's still so wet. The glue is still so wet. All right, just trying to get like an even border all the way around, like that. Okay, and now I'm going to pop this up with some dimensional, Stampin' Dimensionals. Okay, now let's very carefully turn this over. I'm going to put about 5, one in each corner and one in the middle. Okay. And now let's try to get this right in the center here, if I can. Sometimes it helps if I put it on that craft sheet, I can see. I want it kind of toward the top like the other one, but I want to make sure that there's even, go just a tiny bit, okay. Even spacing left and right. Okay, there we go. And now I'm going to put that little tiny flower that we have over here. I'm going to take that little 2 leaves. They're excuse me, they're a little smaller than these leaves here. Okay, and we're just going to put that right there. And I am going to pop this one up with a dimensional. And this is that little round one, but it is in that blushing bride color. I'll put a dimensional on that, and we will pop this up right here, just to give it a little bit of bling on this side too. And now for the bow, which I did make ahead of time. I am very bow challenged when it comes to the camera, so I made the bow ahead of time, and that's going to go right here. And we're going to use some glue dots for that. All right, let's get some glue dots out. I'm still working with older glue dots. I bought so much of it way back when. Okay, we're just going to try to set that right in the center here, just like that. So the front is done. Now let's work a little bit on the inside. I have a piece of basic white that measures 4 1/8 by 5 3/8, and I am going to stamp the sentiment in Calypso Coral, and the sentiment is all right, where is it? It says, wishing you comfort and peace at this time. Okay, so it could also kind of be used as a sympathy card if you want to say sorry for your loss, and then this in the inside. But that's a really nice inside sentiment too, for somebody who is not doing so good, like they're sick or something. So I am just tapping the Calypso Coral on, and then I'm going to try to center this the best I can. Okay, there it is right there. Okay, so let's put some flowers on here, some of those cute little flowers, and I'm going to be using some shaded spruce, another little ink spot I have here, shaded spruce. A lot of these I get in my kits too, and when I'm done with my putting all the kits together, I have a collection of small ink spots. So think about that. Every time you get a kit that says all inclusive, that means they give you the ink too. Just like the paper pumpkin kits, you get a little ink spot with every single paper pumpkin. So think about paper pumpkin too. That is a lot of fun. I just did a workshop this weekend with paper pumpkin, trying to use up some of our supplies that didn't get used up. Okay, I've got the 2 branches there, and now I'm going to go with the Blushing Bride for the flowers. I can do this like that because it's small, and I'm going to just put some flowers on here. One right there, one right here. It's very light. One right here, and one right here. And then I'm going to, with the Calypso Coral, I'm going to put the little insides to those flowers on here. So that is going to go kind of like, I think it's like this, I'm not sure. That's the way we're going to do it. Okay. Like that. Okay, there we go. And now I could take this, and I'm going to put some multi-purpose liquid glue on the back of this. piece of basic white. I keep still wanting to say whisper white, but it is now basic white. Let's bring over our card and very carefully we can place this right in the center here, making sure we've got even border all the way around. Okay, there you go. You can sign the card and do whatever you need to do with that. Isn't that cool? Okay, I'm just covering all my little ink spots here because if I don't, I'll get myself all inked up. Okay, so basically this is the card. This is the card. And I've got two of them now, two really cute get well cards that you can make using leftovers or using up some of the supplies if you don't want to make the cards the way they recommend or the suggestions that they give you. I still have a lot more of these little cutout things. I'm thinking of making maybe some more sympathy cards or some thank you cards with it. But the possibilities are endless with this beautiful, beautiful, gorgeous Gorgeous Posies suite of products, or it's actually a project kit. See, I'm going to show you. This is one of the cards that I came up with for that. And then here's another one. Oops, no, that's not another one. I think I already gave the other one away that I put together. But it's just absolutely beautiful. The toppers, the card toppers they give you. And look at the envelope. Look how pretty that is. See, that envelope would go really, really good with my with this card right here, wouldn't it? That is a good idea. Okay, so anyway, I hope that I've taught you something, and I hope that you've enjoyed this video, and I hope that you will try this. If you need any of the tools and supplies that I used in this video, please go to my website at www.geoamazingpapercrafts.stampinup.net. All of the products that I used are going to be listed in the description of this video. So once again, I'm Jeanette with Geoamazing Paper Crafts, and you make it a great day.